Alright, so this is Nocnitsa's Sideshow, Horrific Oddities. It's a game that I made for RMN's 2013 All Hallows Eve contest. I'm doing a Let's Play for it because it seems ridiculously challenging, far more than I had initially planned. And I'm not sure how far people have gotten in this. I'm not sure how far I can get in this, so let's give this a go. It's my silly warning screen. Tiny Tail Games. The 57th Overlanders was the kind of a shout out to Firefly fans, if there are any watching or playing games. And little poem that I quote unquote made up or modified for the game about Nocnitsa. So this is the title screen, obviously made to emulate a old style TV. Can use the left and right buttons to change the channel. Up and down will turn the TV on and off. Little Easter egg there, if you leave it on the default channel, a face will flash up every now and then, some white noise. Just kind of trying to add to the ambience. So you can switch channel. We got one channel here that just rolls the credits. So you can see who did the music, where I got the music from, the graphics, etc., etc. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Nor are we going to worry about the replay or rerun channel. It's basically the load game. I'm sure I'll die at least several times. Get to check that out. So let's check out the feature event here. New game. So this is the opening cutscene between little Jimmy and his mom. There are elements of the default RTP as well as the modern day and futuristic tile sets. You can see that I've applied a slightly different perspective on it just to give it a slightly more cinematic / comic book view. Just wanted something a little different, something that you don't always see in RPG Maker games. So basically, little Jimmy has to take out the trash and then go to bed, and he wants to stay up to watch this horror show. So his mom, being lenient and loving, gives him 10 more minutes. Little Jimmy then falls asleep. Initially, I wanted to have him actually sucked into the TV, clawing at the floor, leaving claw marks behind. But I thought that might be a little too horrific for a child protagonist, as neat as that sounds. Maybe if it was an older protagonist. Alright, so the idea is Nocnitsa is a night hag, and she sucks on the souls of the living while they sleep. I kind of modified that lore to be the souls of disobedient children, since little Jimmy has to take out the trash. But basically, he's trapped in a nightmare realm that she has created for him while he was watching TV. The jellyfish ghosts are her minions, chasing you around. The idea is you're trying to escape the nightmare realm. Now, since you're a kid, when you close your eyes, they can't hurt you. However, the issue is when you close your eyes, you don't know what you're going to be opening your eyes back up to. As you can see, they can't kill me there, but you never know if you're going to open them to jellyfish, or if you need to jump and you're just kind of walking in place, stuck. You can also run in this game. The issue with that is if you run with your eyes closed, you can run off the edge and die. You can also jump off the edge. I've done that a couple times during testing. Hopefully it won't happen here. So every level gets gradually harder. That was the first level. This second level, you can see there's a switch here, which I'm not going to hit yet. Hopefully it doesn't come back to kill me. There's a switch there. You can see I can't jump that gap, so we'll come down here. I can't jump that gap. What that switch is going to do, it's going to make a platform up here so that I can jump those. So I'm going to run back up to the switch. All the switches and buttons are on touch, so you don't even have to hit the go button, you just have to kind of run into it, make sure that you're running into it. Seems like the best strategy for the jellyfish is to just let them come at you, gather them up, and then try to get in front of them and sprint away. That way they're not sneaking up on you randomly. Not a great strategy from a programming point of view, I guess, considering it makes the game sort of easy once you figure it out. But alright, so the third level has 2 switches. Now, the jellyfish do spawn randomly every time you start the levels. I did that so that it wasn't like, you go to this block for 3 seconds, and then you go to this block for 5 seconds. And you gotta kind of pay attention to where the jellyfish are on the screen, at least in the beginning. And it's actually a lot more difficult than you'd think. So we'll hit that. We're gonna let the jellyfish congregate down by me. The way that works is anytime your eyes are open, no matter where the jellyfish are on the map, they will pursue you. As soon as you start closing your eyes, they'll start moving randomly and they will no longer be able to kill you. So you can see the door from there, and there's a platform leading to it. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Come over here, and you can see in the top left, there's kind of some platforms appearing. I don't know if you got to see that very much, but this is going to take a second switch, which is over here. Got to hit this to complete the platform so that we can jump to it and then ultimately finish the level. You can run and jump and move while your eyes are closed if you know where you're going. Probably won't die. So here's the platform we just made. Jump onto it, get over to this one, and here's the exit. Level 4 doesn't have any switches. What I did add were these light blocks. Now when you hit those light blocks, they teleport you back to the very beginning of the level. However, I don't think they all do that, which is a bug that I need to have worked out. When you close your eyes, they're not supposed to be able to teleport you back to the beginning of the level, but it looks like they do. So let's see if I can get around here. There's a button here, you gotta push that, it starts a timer. And what that timer does is it activates a platform down by the door. You gotta make it across this platform right here. So if I was standing here when that timer went off, that platform would disappear and I would end up dying. Ideally, bug pending. So I'm going to close my eyes until about 2 seconds, then we're going to open them and hopefully watch the platform disappear on me. There it goes. I'm going to exit. I always like starting the level closing my eyes. So here we got more buttons. You can actually see the platforms appearing as I push these buttons, but they don't stay in the same place. So the idea is you got to hit the buttons, then you got to find the switches to make the platforms stay in place. Hopefully. Can't believe I haven't died once yet. I probably could have called this game Squint. So if you were good enough at just closing the eyes like that, your timing was good, you could probably do alright. So I hit the first switch. You can see the second switch over there, but I can't obviously get to it. So we have to backtrack. Hopefully get in front of these jellyfish. Now remember, you can sprint with your eyes open, but if your eyes are closed and you're sprinting, you'll run off the platform there. Okay, so hit that other button. Come over here, hit the second switch, and I can't move here, so that's something I'm gonna have to work on too. It'll be interesting when I make my way back. I'm gonna have to try to remember that. So hit the other switch, and that'll lock all the platforms into place. We'll come back down. Let's see, if I jump here, make it. Alright, so you see these platforms are now locked into place. I can get up here to the TV, which is not on touch. So I'll hit the go button, jump over it. Starts the midway cutscene. This is where the sideshow part comes in. You can see that clown appears every time the screen blinks. Conveniently just out of the mother's field of vision. So little Jimmy watches that from the TV, and then his world kind of fades away. He appears here. Now this has elements of the default RTP, the RPG Maker XP RTP, and Panda Naru actually made some of these graphics on a restaff, a resource restaff thing from October of last year, I think. I might be getting that wrong. It's in the credits though. And the cutscene's over. I can hear the music, but I don't see that I added a fade in, so that's pretty interesting. It's a game-breaking bug right there that doesn't fade in. So I just died there. And I'll have to fix that and maybe put up a part 2 for Nocnitsa's Sideshow, Horrific Oddities, as we were just getting to the circus part. Unfortunately, it's not quite as circus-y. I think that's a word. Google it. It's not quite as circusy as I'd hoped, as I didn't really have a lot of time to finish it the way I wanted anyway. The game is finished in its entirety, though not bug-free, clearly. So that's my Let's Play. And that Lizard Man is a sprite I made. I made a game called Giant Lizard Man from Outer Space for Arcade Hero or something like that. And I just modified the sprite significantly and put that up there. And you should also Google Nocnitsa, because it's an actual piece of lore. But that is that's the first part. Pretty sure that that it won't work. We'll try loading it up and skipping the cutscene here with the go button. And once again, it's all black. So I'll see about fixing that and getting a second part to this, but I'll see about uploading this right now. Alright, well, thanks guys. Let me know how far you guys made it, if you got to this bug, and let me know what you think.